Hey, what's up, collectors? In this one, we're going to take a look at the Forerunner Terminal set. It had 69 pieces, and it was released quite a while ago now, so this is a throwback, and it was made for ages 8 and up. Retailed for about $10, although I think a lot of these were clearanced off back in the day. So I picked mine up on the aftermarket. We're going to take a quick look at the box. This was set number 3 of 3 in the booster frame series of sets. So basically, you'd buy 3 of these sets that would line up on the shelves together, and then you could build another alternate build. Here you see them with the Spartan EVA and the Halo 4 style Marine there. You could end up adding all 3 of these sets together to build the booster frame. And this one comes the Promethean Alpha Crawler. It also comes with the suppressor and a scattershot shotgun. And here on the side of the box, you can see it would line up to make a picture of the booster frame if it was with the other 2 boxes in the series. So I'll put that back down. And actually something interesting, when I opened up this set, this yellow background here and this blue background up here on the box, that's actually the instruction manual, so they made it really tall to fit the whole size of the box. And there's this cardboard insert in between that keeps it standing there, which I just thought was an interesting packing decision as opposed to just printing that on there. But it was pretty cool, and this set only came in 1 bag, so it's quite tiny. I don't know if you're expecting something else from this one, but I figured it was a good heads up. With that, we'll look at the set. Sorry, there's a little bit of a shadow here, but I'll show them off best I can. Here's the Alpha Crawler Promethean. So he's got the transparent orange spikes on his back, and he's got the slightly different face mold, I think, because he's the Alpha Crawler. He comes in this very dark gray, which is pretty cool. But he's the only figure in the set, so you might feel like you're missing out a little bit compared to a Marine or a Spartan. I know Mega believes that this is like an equivalent of a figure because you could get this kind of figure in a blind bag by itself. But I'm not too sure if I would agree with that. I think it's a little bit lesser value. Not totally like half of a value, but it just doesn't feel equivalent to a figure in my mind. And then off to the build. It's like a little Forerunner. Well, it's called the Forerunner Terminal, but I really couldn't say it looks like much more than that. It's on this transparent orange stand, which kind of looks like lava, so you wonder as to how anyone could stand on the to access the terminal. The terminal looks kind of like maybe something you'd see in game. I mean, it's nice to get the Promethean weapons with it, but I don't know. The whole set kind of just seems like an afterthought. I'm thinking the way they planned for these sets was that they had the booster frame idea in mind. They designed that first, and then tried to figure out what they could come up with to make 3 sets out of all the pieces. So I feel like it's a very uninspired set. Between the Alpha Crawler and just the very lackluster build, I wasn't too impressed. And well, in general, I mean, I guess it's good to get the Promethean weapons. That might actually be the highlight of the set for such a cheap price. Although since it's out of its prime now, and it would be harder to find on, say, eBay or something, I definitely don't recommend picking up the set unless you need it for completionist reasons. I think even with the other 2 sets, you know, it's not worth it. I mean, they came out with the booster frame set itself with the Spartan Fred, so I don't see any reason why you buy these 3 sets to make the booster frame. And then on top of that, the builds themselves aren't that great individually. So I only paid about $8 for this. I think it was listed on Amazon for some time for that price for whatever reason, and that's why I got it. But I definitely recommend, don't worry if you don't have this set unless you're a huge Promethean fan, but even then I think there's better sets for your money and your time. With that, collectors, I'll see you in the next one. Happy hunting.